Hey everyone, I'm Isaac and welcome back to Isaac Reviews 2025. At the start of 2021, the pandemic was still raging and a lot of theatrical releases struggled as a result. But while it would still be a while before we'd get any major smash hits, a few titles still managed to turn a profit throughout the otherwise difficult year, and one of the earliest examples was Nobody. Produced by David Leitch's 87 North Productions, it saw Bob Odenkirk of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul fame going from a regular family man to a lethal fighter. Sure, it's a familiar story, but it makes itself worthwhile with some good performances, well-choreographed action, and a brisk 90-minute runtime. This brings us to Nobody 2, and I was more or less expecting the same level of quality as the first one leading up to its release. Sure, I didn't see too much in the way of marketing for it, probably because Universal was busy marketing their other big films throughout the summer, but now that it's out, what did I think of it? Well, it is unfortunately a step down from its predecessor, but I still enjoyed it. Following the events of the first film, workaholic assassin Hutch Mansell decides to take his family on a much-needed vacation to the small tourist town of Plummerville. However, he soon finds himself in the crosshairs of a corrupt theme park owner, a shady sheriff, and a bloodthirsty crime boss. Even if I had a fun time with Nobody 2, it's not without its faults. When it's not focusing on the story involving Plummerville or the action, the family drama is really boring. The actors are all great here, especially Bob Odenkirk and Christopher Lloyd, and I'm glad this still had a 90-minute runtime like the first one, but overall the writing was a bit of a downgrade. Also, while the villain Ladina was decently entertaining and Sharon Stone's performance was pretty good, she's not all that memorable as an antagonist, especially when you consider how the first movie's villain was also a ruthless crime boss. But despite the weak writing and villain, Nobody 2 shines in all the same areas as Nobody 1. On top of the great performances, the action is once again a highlight. Only this time, it now sees our suburban dad turned assassin at a tourist trap with all sorts of crazy scenarios for him to get into when he's fighting off mercenaries. And the direction and choreography take full advantage of these new set pieces, especially the climax where amusement park rides are turned into booby traps in a scene of unmitigated carnage. And it makes great use of its short runtime where even if a few plot points feel unnecessary, it's directed and paced well enough to not feel like it's wasting its time all that much. In general, Nobody 2 may not be anything extraordinary, but it's good for what it provides, that being some creative action, entertaining performances, and solid pacing. If you're a fan of the first film or action films like John Wick, then this is worth checking out. Maybe it feels like I have nothing to say about this movie about a nobody, but I see no reason to not give this a 7 out of 10. Next time, I'll probably be talking about Caught Stealing, and it looks like an entertaining action comedy, so hopefully I end up enjoying it. And if you enjoyed this episode of Isaac Reviews 2025, then subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you all later.